and make nature a part of every day. Shop now for exclusive bird foods, feeders, hardware, and more. Wild Birds Unlimited. Products designed by experts. Trusted local advice.
When it comes to prescription medications and health needs, Rock Hill residents have been turning to Good Pharmacy for over 50 years.
I've been coming to Good Pharmacy since we came to Rock Hill in 1984, and I would not change pharmacists for anything.
With their knowledgeable staff, you can always trust that your prescription will be filled with complete confidence and care for your health. Good Pharmacy, conveniently located at the corner of Ebenezer Road and Camden Avenue.
President Biden.
This is an example of the strength of American leadership in bringing nations together.
As for the fourth American freed, Vladimir Kara-Murza, when he went to Germany, Russia got 8 convicted prisoners back in the deal, including an assassin convicted of murder in Germany. Back to the vice president, now the presumptive Democratic 2024 nominee. She just had the best fundraising month in presidential history, raking in $310 million in July. Her campaign says that's more than double her Republican rival, former President Trump, who knew 2/3 of the Harris money was from first-time donors. The funerals today in Qatar for the Hamas political leader killed in a bombing in Iran early Wednesday.
Israel admits it killed Hezbollah's Fuad Shukr in Lebanon, but isn't commenting on accusations over the death of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Iran. Those two militant groups and the Iranians have vowed retaliation. The Israeli military says it's ready and able to cope with whatever comes next.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. We also learned from Israeli sources Israel's killed a terrorist with the Islamic Jihad group. America's listening to Fox News.
Quiet start to our Friday morning commute for York, Lancaster, and Chester counties. Dave Lau Boulevard, Cherry Road, 70s Road, Highway 5, 21, and 160 in Rock Hill. Accident and incident-free 77 northbound. It's a nice ride out of York County to the state line. North of the border, they've got a busy start to their Friday. Accidents currently being worked. Brookshire Boulevard at Mount Isle Harbor Drive. We have another one 85 southbound at US 29 and Independence Boulevard near Farmingdale Drive. In the traffic center, I'm Stephen Stone.
Another day with big heat coming in across the Tri-County. It's going to warm fast with highs returning into the mid-90s this afternoon. That heat index value is going to be right around 100, so expected to be miserably hot again today. Also watching for a better chance of strong storms coming into the afternoon.
To the News Center for a look at those local headlines, brought to you by Good Pharmacy, Rock Hill's hometown pharmacy for 60 years, Camden Avenue at Ebenezer Road.
Good Pharmacy, building trust for 4 generations.
This is pharmacist Kia Hicklin. Enjoy our spacious new modern look and take advantage of Rock Hill's original drive-through with pickup and drop-off service.
My mom loves Good Pharmacy.
Ebenezer Road at Camden Avenue, Rock Hill.
In the WRHI News Center, good morning. I am Stephen Stone. The controversial manufacturing facility in Fort Mill, Silfab Solar, has approval to move forward with their construction. Tyler Cupp reports.
Per our news partners at Channel 9, Silfab says it has received permits from both the county and state to move forward with its next phase of work. There have been months of protests, with the project being in a location near 2 schools and the information that toxic chemicals are stored on the site. Silfab Solar released a statement saying they have heard the complaints and concerns, saying, quote, they have made adjustments to plans that exceed safety requirements from the EPA and OSHA standards. Additionally, York County said late Thursday night it approved Silfab last week to do, quote, internal building work, as well as constructing other small buildings on the site. You can read both statements from Silfab Solar and the county on our website at WRHI.com. In the News Center, I'm Tyler Cupp.
Thank you, Tyler. During the Rock Hill School District's Back to School Forum this past Wednesday, it was announced that there will be more mental health services for students. The forum included different announcements, but the district made it a point to go into detail about the new partnership with Atrium, allowing for all middle and high school students to have access to virtual counseling. The Rock Hill Schools Education Foundation, now simply known as the Foundation, are providing startup funding. Here's Megan Pat.
Explain to us how overwhelmed a lot of the counselors are at our schools and how we have great services, but we need more. And that led us to a conversation with Atrium, who is a trusted provider in our community. And they already had this trusted and proven model for school-based therapy. And it was just a win-win for everyone.
Also new this school year, there will not be a COVID call center, and all Rock Hill School students will be able to enjoy free breakfast and lunch this school year. Also, Superintendent Dr. Tommy Schmolze says they are not legally able to go to a 4-day work week, which was previously proposed by a board member earlier this year. Simply put, the issue of homelessness is one that affects every city in the United States, including in our own backyard. Courtney Denton says that there are 2 trends with homelessness in the area.
One of them is the housing market. The rate of housing, the cost of housing has grown exponentially. I don't think that many of us would have thought in the middle of a pandemic that we would see the spike in housing costs that we did. However, we have, and we certainly see them here. And then the second thing is inflation. Our current economy and the cost that it is to live are 2 variables that have certainly increased the population of homeless in our community.
Denton says that with that, people need to have a dual income just to afford the low end of the housing market. The U.S. Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee met this week. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott.
But I got to tell you, most Americans would say, skip the hearing, block grant the money, and let a brother go to work. That's what they would say.
The hearing was on infrastructure and public transportation investment. Senator Scott used his time to stress the importance of pursuing local solutions to local issues to improve urban and rural areas, noting that policies within the current administration have led to high inflation and increased costs year after year.
It's not anticipated that 7 years later, somehow, some way, miraculously, that same road project is going to cost the same amount of money 7 years later. That's what we call in South Carolina ridiculous. Hogwash. It just doesn't work that way.
Senator Scott said the local transportation organizations similar to RFAT should be applauded for the work that they do.
I've spent half my career in politics on the local level, understanding and appreciating transit systems, infrastructure projects, and what it takes to get those things done.
Senator Scott also pushed back on the Biden administration and Democratic efforts from their climate agenda to burdensome regulations that have made it more difficult for local communities to make improvements to their infrastructure. In the WRHI News Center, I'm Stephen Stone.
Relax this summer with a promotional rate on select travel purchases with your Founders Federal Credit Union credit card. Now through August 31st, get 6.99% APR for 6 months on qualifying purchases, including airfare, hotels, restaurants, and cruise lines. Don't let interest rates slow you down this summer. Visit foundersfcu.com/travel to learn more. On March 1st, 2025, the promotional APR will revert to the effective APRs previously disclosed. Call 800-845-1614 for details about credit costs and terms. Membership qualification required.
Quick. That's how customers feel about the new Burns Tire and Quick Service Center.
I think it's great. When I pulled in, they told me about the new service. I thought, wow, this is going to be awesome.
The all-new Burns Tire and Quick Service Center is open. Cherry Road at I-77 next to Burns Chevrolet.
Quick.
Palmetto Mornings on WRHI and CN2.
It is 6:08, 75 degrees. It is Friday on Palmetto Mornings, heard on WRHI, FM 100.1, AM 1340, the mothership. Seen on CN2, of course, Facebook Live, wherever you get your social media. There we are, smiling away. I'm Stephen Stone. Tyler Cupp back with us this morning. Ryan Foles upstairs. Manny Kimball making adjustments. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Gasoline holding at $2.81 a gallon.
All right, $31 again.
Stock market, not a good day yesterday. Lost about 495 points, but still closing well above the 40,000 mark, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Big night in Olympics last night.
Yes, it was.
Woo! Simone Biles
She's the real
came
deal.
back from what we thought was going to be not too good a performance because she was on those uneven parallel bars and she kind of her feet hit the ground. Anyway, she came back and she won the all-around yesterday. And for the third time, she's just done great with this stuff. She's just great. It's the third time that the U.S. has had 2 medalists on the same podium and the 6th straight time that the USA team has won gold in the event.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah, she's back.
She won the individual all-around in Rio in 2016. And then Suni Lee won the individual title in Tokyo in 2021 after Simone had all those.
Yeah, she had to withdraw.
Yeah, she had to withdraw. But she won yesterday.
She's back, baby.
And she's expected to compete in 4 more events.
Yeah.
Wow.
A chance for more medals for Simone. You go, girl.
So a little bit of controversy at the Olympics. Did you catch on this? An Algerian boxer whose gender identity... Don't choke on that now.
This is beautiful.
This Algerian boxer whose gender identity has been in question won her first fight at the Paris Olympics yesterday. Defeating Angela Carini of Italy, who quit after 46 seconds.
Yeah.
And saying, hey, wait a minute. This ain't no woman punching me.
That's right.
This is a guy, right?
Dude looks like a lady.
So she stopped after a few punches and, just fell to the floor in tears.
Yeah.
And this guy, lady, whatever, this Algerian boxer's participation in the Olympic women's boxing has been scrutinized in recent days, but for some reason been allowed to pass and get in there. So here we go.
We'll see if this stands now.
This whole thing about I just don't understand it.
You knew this had to
Guys
happen.
compete in guys' events, women compete in women's events.
That makes sense to me.
All right. If you are driving, you're going to be noticing a lot of those big orange barrels all over the place there on Saluda Road because it's being widened. This is a big project that's been years in getting started. But the construction is underway. This is going to create 5 lanes of Highway 72, basically from 901 down to Rawlsville Road.
Yeah.
Then 3 lanes from Rawlsville Road down to Rambo Road. This is a major artery, connecting Chester.
They need this.
Yeah, they need this.
Yes, sir.
So it is finally underway. Expect some delays. There we go. All right. Winthrop University had a big year last year for getting dollars, people who donated to the school. 2,971 donors gave a little over $4.5 million to the institution during the 23-24 fiscal year.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
It's very good.
Vice President Kevin Hughes said he is ecstatic, and they're off and running. A lot of good stuff going on at Winthrop.
Yes, there is.
And don't forget the convocation is going to be taking place on August the 19th.
Yep.
Not at Burns Auditorium.
No.
It's not quite done yet.
No.
It'll be done again at the West Center at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
There you go.
It's a couple weeks away.
Opportunity for you to get a free lunch if you want, Snowman.
Well, you know me, sir, when it comes to free lunches, you
there.
have my attention.
I got you. Well, this is really good news. We got a bunch of Americans back on American soil yesterday.
Yes.
3 American citizens and 1 American green card holder are now back here. There's a massive swap
Yeah,
involving 6 countries. So much could have gone wrong.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh, you got 6 countries involved in this thing?
Yeah, but so much went right, and that's the good thing.
That's a good thing. But, it is an exchange. So you got to give something to get something.
I get that.
And I guess we all really need to thank Germany.
Yeah.
Because Germany was willing to release this guy who was a Russian operative central to the deal. And this guy was, I don't know, he just... They had to do a lot of arm twisting to get him, to get Germany to agree to this.
Well, and also they sent back some pretty biggies for us.
Yeah, well, we've got, of course, the 32-year-old Wall Street Journal reporter, Ivan Gerskovich.
Yeah.
He's back. He was arrested in March of 2023.
Right.
So he's been over there for a while. And then American veteran Paul Whelan has been over there, my God, since 2018.
Yeah.
Almost 6 years.
Yeah, a Marine.
Yeah, an American veteran. Exactly right. This deal has been on the way for months and months and months. And the swap took place in Turkey.
Yes, sir.
Just like something out of the movies, This group walks from one side, this group walks to the other side, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, they arrived back in Texas at an Army base about 2 hours ago.
Actually, they landed first at Andrews Air Force Base, where the president and the VP were there, and the family members to give them a lot of hugs and kisses. Then they went put them back on a plane, sent them down to San Antonio, Texas, to the Brooke Army Medical Center, which is where they usually go to be debriefed, get them reacquainted with the U.S., what's going on. We have now cell phone technology, all this kind of stuff.
That's right. Yeah, they had to get hugs and kisses from Kamala and
6 countries involved.
It's good.
Yeah.
The 6 countries get together and do something together.
Yeah, it's nice. And, of course, people are going to try to make political fodder out of this because already, one side is saying, why did this release happen now? Well, it happened. That's the most important thing.
That's it.
It happened.
Really, yeah.
It happened. We got them home.
Exactly. You can go ahead and pick your theory. And you'll hear theories throughout the day today, beginning with Brian Kilmeade at 10 o'clock this morning and Sean this afternoon and Mike Gallagher.
So we're still negotiating to get this guy, Mark Fogel, back.
Yeah.
He's a Pennsylvania school teacher. They nabbed him because he had a half an ounce of medical marijuana.
The dreaded marijuana.
Well, you know what? The bottom line is the State Department has been telling people, do not go to Russia now. Don't go visiting Russia for any reason. Just stay the heck out of there. It's not a safe place to go.
Well, then that's enough for me right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't go. I ain't going. Sure, go to Myrtle Beach.
Well, Russia's a little bit different than Myrtle Beach.
It's a hell of a lot
Actually,
different.
Russia's a beautiful place to visit.
I'm sure it is.
It is. I mean, I had a chance to do that years ago.
And I'm sure the people are very
was
nice.
Entirely different. Wouldn't go there now.
Yeah, well, no.
Nope.
Your buddy Vlad's angry.
Yes, exactly right.
All right, 6:16 on Palmetto Mornings. We continue to get the all clear for York, Lancaster, and Chester County on our Friday morning commute. Same goes for Rock Hill. No trouble with Dave Lyle Boulevard, Cherry Road, 70s Road, Highway 5, 21, or 160. 77 northbound out of your county is a good ride to the state line. North of the border, clearing stages now. Earlier accidents, Brookshire Boulevard at Roswell's Ferry Road, 85 southbound at US 29, and Independence Boulevard at Farmingdale Drive. In the traffic center, I'm Stephen Stone.
We're going to continue to see a lot of heat building in across the Tri-County today with more miserable heat with the temperatures topping out in the mid-90s. Heat index will once again be at or above 100. So look ahead to another heat advisory across the Tri-County. Also watching for a better chance of strong storms late day.
Time now for Life in the Outdoors, brought to you by Nichols Store in Rock Hill, the outdoorsman's paradise.
It only happens once a year. It happens everywhere, especially here at Nichols Store. It's the tax-free weekend, Edwin.
That's right, Manning. We're excited about a big event for tax-free. We have got so many boots, shoes, clothing, backpacks, so many items. Ladies, don't forget the purses are also tax-free this weekend. So come in, take a look. As well as tax-free, Nichols Store has a huge in-store sale going on. Many, many items. Come check it out.
You also have scheduled a special presentation.
That's right. We're going to have Silencer Co. reps on site. We're going to do a big suppressor Silencer Co. event for this coming Saturday. Come in if you're interested. Look at all the new options in suppressors. If you've got any questions, the factory guys can go over it a little better than we can. But we want to make sure if you're ready for hunting season or if you just want something easier to shoot, easier to be able to teach someone to shoot, suppressors are definitely the way to go.
It's a great way to save your ears and enjoy shooting more because it kills the noise.
That's right. You can make just about any firearm on the market hearing safe. You can make some really quiet, some's not quite as quiet, but definitely hearing safe. No more hot hearing protection. Way easier to teach someone to shoot and enjoy shooting if you're not having that giant boom every time.
And right now it seems that you can get the permits for a suppressor a lot faster.
Where they were taking years to come back, they're now taking days on individuals, a few months still on some trust, but we've got everything in-house to get you ready to go.
So it's a great opportunity to meet one-on-one with the manufacturer's reps for the suppressors to understand how they actually work.
That's right. Come in, talk to these guys. It's all they do are suppressors. It is a wonderful way to learn exactly which suppressor you want for your gun or guns and to be able to enjoy shooting a little bit nicer with the quietness.
And don't forget that Nichols Store has a lot of items that qualify for the tax-free sale this weekend.
That's right, Manning. On top of our sales that we're currently running will also be tax-free. There are a lot of items at Nichols Store that you'll be able to take advantage of the tax-free weekend.
Clothing, footwear, the list goes on and on.
That's right.
Thank you, Evan.
Thanks, Manning.
This is Darren Nichols. Nichols Store is all about life in the outdoors and brand name outdoor merchandise. From sport to sport and season to season, it's Nichols Store, I-77, exit 73 on Highway 901.
Palmetto Mornings on WRHI and CN2.
I hope you're happy now. I'm really glad I knew you then. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I'll never be 23 with anyone but you. You can marry who you want, go back to Tennessee, but you'll
Yes, Manny Kimmel will never be 23 again unless he goes to a Doobie Brothers concert like he did this week, and then, here come the pork chop sideburns and all of it.
That's it.
He's still loving it.
It's a great concert, boy.
Yeah.
Great concert. You know, we're talking about the fact that we've got American hostages back.
Yes, sir.
Thank heavens. But do you know